And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio. Alright, I have got some copper mining localized here. We do have the offload areas, and I wanted to introduce copper into the system. And we are doing that just dandy here. We got a little bit of copper. It's been smelting for a while. We got 42,000 in each one of these. So let's start offloading that into our train stop. And the train stop, I've got fuel coming down in the form of coal. And we've got coal kind of sliding in right in here. It's going to the local stations, and then it's coming down into the coal train fuel station. And this can be a single train that just goes around and, places where we don't have coal nearby, we can just load up the train stop with fuel, have a train stop, unload the fuel, and then just go around and around and around to everywhere. All right, so we have ourselves some serious amounts of copper, and I do belt balance. I try to belt balance everything. Here's one that's a 5 to 4. So it takes all 5, balances them out, and right now it's not really doing a whole lot. I could just take these lines and then split them off over to here. I might want to do that now that I look at this, and that would allow me to prioritize this mine over any that we offload, any ore that we bring in by trains. So I might want to do that, and that would be relatively easy because I could just basically take this, rotate it like that, take all of these, and then rotate like this one here, and bring this over to here. Bring this, let's just keep it symmetrical here, and then do that and that, and then prioritize the input on the right. This one would be left, and then I can deconstruct the belts. That will go a lot faster to do it that way. Okay, and then we want here, right about there, to there, and one of those, and paste that. And we can just bring these right over. And then this one, right there. Right there? Yeah. And that basically accomplishes the same task. It's just a little bit more straightforward. I don't have to deal with this. I should have thought of that before. And then this one, I mean, having 4 offloaders on each one of those is plenty fast. So let's just deconstruct all of those, put those back into the system, because I'm going to be using those here shortly. Okay, so let's get a train up and running. So this one will be right here, and we're going to borrow that color. Let's see. Let's get a light over here. There we go. So that's loading fuel into here. All right, now let's get some train wagons. And those will offload into here and fill these things up. So what I like about the loaders is these mini loaders, they can fuel a train pretty fast, or they can fill a train pretty fast. All right, now let's hop in, hit enter when you want to enter. Okay, so this one is called train stop copper plate load, and we want to come up here to main base iron copper. So we want to do add station, copper plate load, wait for full cargo. Okay, main base iron copper, wait for empty cargo or time passed, and let's set this to like 60 seconds. Okay, and what that does is it basically will keep things running. And I hit forward, so let's go automatic. All right, now this should stop in our waiting area. Okay, so what we can do, see, this is red, but this is blue, saying there's more slots available. So what we can do now is basically copy that train, and this is the iron copper, so we can paste this here, and that should paste all of those. And do we have enough fuel? Let me grab a little bit of fuel from you and put you in there. And you can just run. Okay, so now what we can do is we can offload up here. Whoa there, sir. Why did you not... Main base iron... I mean, why did you just... You need to go here. No, why not? Why not? Why not continue you? I'm not sure why it just blew through here. That's where... That was really weird. Anyway. So we want to do you, and you, and you, and you. Use a lot of loaders when you do trains. So this should offload tons of copper for us. And what we want to do is we want to then offload this and insert it into our main system here, as well as possibly have a line coming off over here. Because this copper over here, I mean, there's 5.6 million over here. That's a lot of copper. So what is going on here? Okay, so this train is coming in. This train shouldn't really spend a lot of time there. Yeah, I'm not sure why that just blew through here. It should have stopped at this station. This one should stop. There it is. It'll offload. And you can see the empty and the time pass. So if you're fully emptying it, this should empty it in 60 seconds. If your empty cargo is slower than your time pass, then you won't completely empty the train itself. So just FYI on that. And this one is waiting patiently. Okay, so we have ourselves, as long as this one, yeah, see the time pass. Again, I'm not sure why it just blew right by it. That's really strange. We don't really need all of these anymore. Now, because this is an iron copper output, what we are going to want to do is we're going to want to have filter inserters on these. So as soon as this train is done, we can put filter inserters to ensure that only iron and copper are taken away from there. As far as iron goes, let's put a filter inserter in that. Filter. All right, those are done. So let's put a filter on these. And these are just going to be copper plate. Like so. And then iron can come from somewhere else. So we're going to want an offloader coming off of here. And then one coming off of here, and then we're going to want those balanced. Okay, so we're going to want you to there. Now we're going to have two, we're going to be able to have two belts, full belts of copper coming out of here. Where do we want those to go? This is why I have an extra spot for copper in here. But we're also going to want one coming and making sure that we're feeding the circuitry here. So what we could do is we could say this is our main, we're going to do output priority right. And this can feed copper up a ways. And then another line coming in. So this one can be this lower one here. And I would, I like using undergrounds, but the undergrounds in the vanilla just don't go far enough to warrant that sort of thing. All right, let's go here. We could insert it right into there like that, right? That's iron. What am I doing? Good Lord. Okay, let's line these up. Get some more copper into our system here. Okay, the next one, actually that one was supposed to be, let's do this. That one was supposed to be there. Okay, and then this one can be right there. Like that. All right, supplemental copper. All right. Part of me wants to balance each side as well, which is relatively easy. We can just do that down here. And then maybe balance each side again. Something like that. We'll keep everything balanced, because what you want to do is you want to drain out the warehouses or whatever storage you have. You want to drain that out evenly, because what will happen is it will favor one, and one will completely drain out and the other one won't. So you can either put balancers on your removal of resources or balancers on the consumption on side of things. So yeah, we have plenty of copper here, and we can just mirror this over to here once this is depleted. You know, there's still a lot of iron there, or copper. So yeah, we are quickly draining this system out. This is already drained, as you can see. So these are quickly draining out, and we have, you know, we have basically loaders here to store trains and keep everything running smoothly. So even if they take a while to load, they'll still just, you know, wait there. But once the whole system backs up, you know, these can hold a lot. It's 1,800, say 1,800 slots at 100 each. So each one of these can hold 180,000 copper or iron. So yeah, they can hold a lot. So don't worry about depleting it too much. Okay. So where do we want... What do we want to do next? I think we may want to supplement that copper a little bit. You know, increase the amount that we have going. So what I can do is basically make sure that we have maybe some extra copper coming in. And, you know, here's some iron as well. So that might be nice to have. So what we can do, if we grab the rails and we say, hey, we want some rails. We want a rail, see right here. Oh, right here might work. Yeah, right there will work. And then we're going to want to insert those back down here somewhere. So if we go maybe one more slot down, that'll work there. Do we have coverage? We have coverage there. I do like being able to build off of the minimap. That feature is phenomenal. Walking there, not so much. Okay. So now we need to work out our Roboport situation. Let's get rid of the rocks and all that kind of stuff. We're going to want to get rid of the trees. We're well protected. I'm not worried. Okay, let's get... I should have a paste in here somewhere. There it is. Get that up and running. Maybe go out a ways. Where's my other... Yeah, see, my other insert point is right over here. So let's get rid of those trees. And I want to do a official blueprint of this gap. So there it is, RoboPorts. Vanilla RoboPorts. Okay, now we're going to want to go over here, over here. Unfortunately, that sort of mucks that up. As does that. So I think we're going to have to go right, you know, we're going to have to split the difference. Go right in the middle. Like so. Kind of messy, but it is what it is. Okay. We probably could use radar coverage over here somewhere. Yeah, see, there is missing radar coverage. So we can just plop one of these in there and make sure that we are covered. The other thing I did is I made a blueprint for a basic mining system. And lo and behold, we have ourselves a little gap. Who would have thought? Yeah, a tiny little gap in there. But anyway, so yeah, we have definitely the ability to place these. And I tried to make it tileable. So there, and there, there. And it just simply won't place miners where miners don't need to go. So it's really nice. Something like that. Yeah, it does place the belt, but you know, it is what it is. You can just remove the belt. That's no biggie. Everything should be powered and happy. All right. The beauty of blueprints knows no bounds. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, another 5 to 6, or how do we want to do that? 5 to 4, maybe? The other thing we want to do is adjust. Let's see, we're going to go down. If you could just, yeah, do that. That would be great. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we are going to want some iron in here. We don't need a return trip. We technically don't need this at all. And this one is misplaced. So let's just grab an arbitrary distance here. And this other one will be 4 iron. I think I bound that into the wrong. Yeah, this is the return trip. I don't want that. I want this one. There we go. And there we go. because this one returns and pushes into, see again with the misplaced signals there. All right, so yeah, those are pretty long and it's a pretty janky setup, but you know, it is what it is. This is just a simple outpost for loading and unloading things and stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's get rid of some more trees. Trees are in the way. Don't like trees in the way. Okay, so where we put the train stops doesn't really matter too much, as long as there is some space for things. Because we're not going to be able to mine fast enough with these small deposits to really make a difference. So this is going to be copper or load. And I'm going to name, and this one's going to be iron ore load. I'm going to name all of my copper and iron ore the same. Because what we can do is let's put a warehouse in here. Yeah, let's do it right about there. Okay, and then we're gonna copy this, which is another. It's a 5 to 4 balancer. There we go. We're gonna paste this baby right in here. And then you are going to go there, you're 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 going to go there. And I could have done 5 to 2, I could have done a lot of different things. Like if I did a 5 to 2 thing, now it's a 5 to 2, right? Because we're not going to be mining nearly fast enough to satisfy all 5 of those, or all 4 of those belts. Okay, so let's finally hook this up to some power. And the reason I wanted the warehouse down here is I want to hook it up to the train stop. Because how much ore can be loaded into a single train? It's, let's see, 2.5. Let's put a train down. Okay. So we can have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4,000. So that's 4, 8, 12. That's 16,000 ore that can fit in there, right? So what we can do is we can connect the depot, the train stop, up to the storage and say, enable, disable, enable condition. When iron ore or copper ore is greater than or equal to, what is that, 4, 8, 16,000. Okay. Send to train so they can be used for weight conditions. Send to train. Send the contents of the circuit network to the train so they can be used for wait conditions. We don't want to send a train, right? The train does not care. The train does not care about the circuit condition. I want to grab a little bit of coal because the train will refuel when it's over here, because we've already got the train fueling. So I just need I need a little bit of fuel for the train. So let's get him loaded up with a little bit of fuel. All right, so now we want a single loader to go in, right? And then like so. Okay, so this doesn't have enough material yet. 8,000. So that means this train stop is disabled. You can see the red on it. It's disabled. I love how all these are synced up. I wonder if we could do all 5 of these into one belt. If I do an output priority, just barely. There's a little bit of overlap. I guess there are a little gaps in here and there too. Interesting. Okay, so we have 10,000 in there now. So what we could do is we could add station, copper ore load. That's what this one is, right? Copper ore load, which is disabled. Full no. Full cargo. Now we want to go copper ore unload. There's 2 stops with that. Empty cargo. I don't want to put a wait condition because we have 2 of these. Okay, so if there's a train at 1, it should pick the other. And we could also disable one or either one's, some of the stops, depending on how much ore is in here. But I wanna sort of play around with the concept right now. Okay, so. Let's change the color. Copper is very orangey. Very hard to find that magic. There we go. Maybe a little bit orangier. Beautiful. Make that a little lighter. So copper ore load, copper ore unload. As soon as this hits 16,000, which should be any moment now. There it is. Now we are enabled. Okay, this is now enabled. All right, so what we can do is then do this. Now it is manual, or it's automatic, so we can offload this. And it's stopped here, even though the stop is disabled. It's still stopped here because it has to wait for full cargo inventory. One of the updates that's coming is an actual edit to the train stop that allows you to set the limit to the number of trains that can have that stop name at any given time, or that have that destination. Oh, that only stacks to 50. Oops. So this needs to be 8,000 instead. Okay. Forgot that only stacked to 50. Okay, so now we've got a train coming in here that's going to pick one of these, probably the closest one, and start offloading its copper. Beautiful. And now we can supplement that and get even more copper production, because now they're full belts coming out. And these are still prioritized. So we'll always mine and process the local stuff first before offloading there. No path. What? Oh. I messed that up too, I guess. All right. Should be good to go there. Yeah, whoops. Okay, so now here's another 8,000 coming in. And now we're depleted. Crazy, right? How much copper we go through. But they're backlogged now, which is nice because it's getting all the way to the end now. So we're producing that much more copper plate right now per minute. And if we go up here, these are half full. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.